Brand new for 2021 by Rene Of Paris in their Alexander Couture Collection comes ASTRID. And I have ASTRID today in the color Creamy Blonde. So we're gonna break down this style and color, and then we're also going to do a comparison with the Noriko ALVA, which was a new release for 2020, which was ever popular and on back order for a long time. So I purchased this style with my own funds from Wig Studio One. Expand the description box below this video. You'll find a link directly to this wig style where you can check out all of the colors, the pricing. If you have any questions for us, you can always reach out to support@wigstudio1.com or from any product page on the website. If you scroll down and hit the help button, you can be connected with a live chat. So let's discuss this color Creamy Blonde. Now this is the lightest and brightest creamy blonde application that I have seen coming out of Rene Of Paris or any of the Adorians brands such as Noriko, Rene Of Paris, Alexander Couture. It's a 50-50 blend of a light gold blonde and a platinum. I think it's a little heavier on the platinum than the other applications of this color that I have seen, but it's a 50-50 blend and it is really nicely blended throughout. This is an unrooted platinum shade. So that's going to make a lot of you happy that don't like the darker black roots. I would say that if you do like a root and you are liking this color, that you might take a look at the Champagne R. So ASTRID is more of a classically designed bob style with a short fringe or bangs. So let's talk about that for a moment. Those bangs are about 3 inches, maybe a tad over 3 inches. What I love about the bang here is that it is a nicely layered bang, and it kind of has a notch cut to it, so it's not too perfect and straight across. It does give a nice wispy look when it's layered like this. So it's been taken down on the ends. It falls just above the eyebrow. It can be swept off to either side. That's what I love about this bang. Now overall, it's going to be around 11 to 12 inches from the crown down to the tips, and from the crown down. It's the same length basically all the way around. And the wonderful part about this style is that it features a full single monofilament top. No lace front, just that monofilament top. So on a style like this, I feel like the single monofilament top was a really smart move. Sometimes lace fronts can get really lost under a short bang style, but I think that monofilament top is really going to lend some versatility to this style. You can part it in any direction and still get the illusion of scalp. I feel like it's not too thickly threaded as if to obscure the illusion of scalp right through. Now this is not a rooted color, therefore it kind of blends into the color of the monofilament. You're not really getting that true sense of scalp there. So this style weighs about 4 ounces. I think that's due in part to the very baby fine dry fiber that you're seeing here. It's just an average density. And I feel like it's been taken down a little bit on the ends. That gives it a nice modern touch, but it also allows it to swing and move naturally without weighing the hair down. So just because there's a monofilament top doesn't mean that you can't spring that hair up a little bit to create a little bit of lift. All I do is I just scrunch it in like that. That kind of springs the hair up out of and away from the cap and gives a little bit of lift on the top. Now it's a monofilament top, so you don't have to wear it like this. I'm just saying that if you do fluff it out a bit, create a little bit of airiness down there at the root, you can get a little bit of height on the top. And I think that really nicely balances it. This is one of those bobs. It's not too full on the sides as if to look like a bubble. There's very little permatease right there at the ear tab or at the temple. You're going to find just a nice, fine, light coating of permatease all throughout this cap, really. It's not too heavy at all. So now that we have learned about ASTRID, let's compare that to the Noriko ALVA. Noriko ALVA came out, I think it was late 2020. It was super popular. It was on back order for a really long time. And I thought that style was just amazing. I have it sitting back here. It's in the color Sugarcane R actually. Now these two styles are nearly identical. It is very difficult to tell them apart. They're both kind of those traditional bob styles with a fringe bang. The only thing that I've noticed, and I cannot guarantee that this just isn't an anomaly or a variance that we can see from piece to piece, is that the bangs on the Noriko ALVA are a little bit undercut, meaning that these longer layers on top, they, instead of cutting off into the bang, they go all the way down. So the absolute main discerning difference between the two styles here is going to be the fact that ASTRID has a full monofilament top and ALVA is just a standard top, okay? Now this is a rooted shade. You can't really see down into any permatease. I can't say that if this was in the creamy blonde, if we might be able to see down into some permatease. There's a huge difference in price. So this monofilament top on ASTRID is gonna cost you double of the ALVA. So you could basically have two ALVAs for the cost of one ASTRID. And to me, it's that monofilament top isn't that big of a deal. I'm a fan of permatease, height, volume, and if it's well done, I am good with that. I don't need the monofilament top, but for some, I think the monofilament top is just going to lend a little bit more realism to the style and still get the same general beautiful look. So I am going to show you a side-by-side of these two styles, but first I want to take you outside for an outdoor look at the creamy blonde on ASTRID. We'll be back with an inside look at the cap and some styling for ASTRID. Here's an inside look at the cap for Rene Of Paris ASTRID. There's your full single monofilament top. At the very front, you will see a little bit of polyurethane. That'll help to grab the scalp if you do not have hair there, kind of give it a nice, secure, comfortable fit. There's a brush of fiber at the front just to give it a nice, natural looking hairline, but it's not enough to give you a lace-like appearance. Then your single monofilament top. I think it's very nicely done. However, it is a very scratchy, tough, thick monofilament material. And the grid is fairly wide on that as well. You have a closed rose lace ear tab, plenty of fiber spliced in for good coverage. Just a standard velvet nape there with bra strap type adjusters. Lots of wefting here. What you want to know is that this is pretty much average right out of the box, but I did not make any adjustments to this cap to fit a petite average circumference. This ASTRID is right out of the box. I just gave it a shake. I applied it and I swirled around a lot on the cap just to kind of set those fibers free, especially up near the monofilament where they can be really tightly compacted. When you set those fibers free, you can unleash their natural movement. It also helps to flesh out the true possibilities of the style. So that's all I have done. We'll see you soon on TAZSWICCLOSET at Wig Studio 1. But before we get started, I just want to do a shout out to a friend and small business. This is Lulu Kellogg Atelier's Etsy shop. Lulu is a great friend of mine. She sent over this ring not long ago. She wasn't expecting me to review it. It was just a gift. And it's absolutely gorgeous. She specializes in handcrafted jewelry. She goes far and wide to find her materials, and she does a great job. She has a great sense of creativity. She picks out some amazing crystals and stones, and the settings, like this sort of hammered gold setting here. I absolutely love this. And this particular ring, I can just squeeze it a little bit to conform to my finger. The wrap, I absolutely love it. Now, because she does specialize in small handcrafted pieces, she may not have a lot of one particular piece. So I urge you to go out and check out her inventory often, because there's so many new things coming up on her site. So thank you so much, Lulu. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love it.